It's late, but you're not alone. Hi, welcome back to my second episode of What About Stars, and today I will be touching on something short and sweet, like outgrowing people. Outgrowing people can be lonely at times, but at the same time, it brings you so much peace that you didn't know you needed it. I've outgrown so many people over the course of a year and also gained a few loyal ones. Outgrowing people to some people can be scary, but to me, I kind of embrace it because it feels like an achievement to set boundaries and not let myself experience what many people wouldn't want to experience in the first place. So, doing what's best for me may hurt others or may potentially isolate myself, but I'm okay with that. Not gonna lie. Most people that I've cut off, they've never reached out to me ever again. And when these kind of things happen, it feels surreal, be it whether any sort of connections. It feels like, oh, I've kind of wasted so much effort and time that I've invested in somebody for them to turn out to be ugly on the inside. And it just feels surreal, like I didn't think my efforts would have gone to waste, but it did happen. So the people that you stayed by when they were at their lowest, they've just turned into somebody you don't even recognize. When these kind of things happen, I kind of stop looking for closure and just let things slide and let things be, because I know I did my part, and the connection was probably there to either A, teach me a lesson and that I get smarter, or B, I earn something valuable, like a friend, or I build trust. Most of the time, I learn something and I get smarter, but it's just every time I get smarter day by day, it just gets even more lonely and just more depressing, because it's like, oh, I am in this realization mode or this epiphany mode where I could kind of predict what's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna approach this person, or I'm not even gonna try and forge a friendship or any sort of connection, because I feel like things are gonna fall apart eventually, and that people change over the course of time. And I've always been the person on the receiving end, seeing people grow, but they grow into like a different person. They sort of have different priorities and different morals to the point where I kind of grow into such figures. But there's that, like I just don't see a need for closure. And yeah, it sounds sad. I wouldn't say it's sad, but it's more of like it's bittersweet. Yes, that's the word I was looking for, bittersweet. Like at least you knew you did your part, and again, it's very cliche, but the right people will stay. The right people will always do so without even having you to ask. So that's something that I always keep in mind. And if I were to take the initiative and do things for them and they can't reciprocate that feeling, let the connection go. It's really a waste of time. Like, people have to realize that it's a privilege to talk to anybody. So I would always tell myself, like, hey, it's a privilege to talk to me, not because I'm better than you or anything, but sort of like I know my worth and I know my energy is precious. And the moment I call back my energy, I realize like how disoriented, disorganized, ugly these people are. And I love that meaning so much. Like, I love how Visit Liz, like I get inspired by her so much. I love her energy and I love the way she thinks about things. When she said in one of her episodes, like, when I call back my energy, it's like, oh my god, I realized like how blindsided I was trying to put my energy into people and not realizing that this whole thing even came about because I put in energy and I put in effort in that. The moment I call back my energy and I call back that sort of focus, there's no competitiveness to even begin with. And there's so many reasons why I've outgrown people. Probably because I've learned not to force my importance onto anybody, and if they don't think I'm important, I don't need them to tell me twice that I'm not important, and that when it's my time to go, I'm just gonna walk away because my time and energy is precious, and I'm not gonna let anybody ruin that. And so does anybody else. So should you do the same. Stop being a people pleaser and do what your heart feels like. And second of all is probably because they've changed for the worse, which I completely don't understand why people do that, or why people take the other route when there's clearly a guardian angel right in front of you, or someone who's your guide sent by God, and you just want to completely ignore them. Go ahead. I can't control what's out of my region. I've noticed in most friendships, it's unfortunately secret animosity. I feel like all of these make trust so difficult to build these days. Like, a lot of genuine girls can relate that they've experienced secret animosity friendships at least twice in their life, or even more than that. Probably because you're doing better than another girl, and they've always said that they're a girl's girl until you're doing better than them. And that will be a very interesting topic for me to talk about in my upcoming episodes, so stay tuned. Yeah, I don't understand the science behind secret animosity in friendships, and I just always wish people know their worth and know that we're all at different timelines, and God put us here on earth for different reasons. Like, I'm not gonna be like you, and you're never gonna be like me. It's impossible. Like, we're all given different talents, different skills. And I saw like a TikTok video again, like, I forgot who's the creator, but she worded it so perfectly, where what happens when you end up meeting God himself, and he's like, oh, why didn't you do the things I asked you to do, like the things that I gave you? And she said, what do you mean by that? And God said, I gave you a set of skills, you're talented, why do you want to be like her? That shifted my perspective really quick, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my passion or compassion in so many areas of my lives. So that's what I did. But some people find that intimidating or just too much, in a way where they kind of ask me to stop doing it, which I've never really understood. Because A, if you're like my friend, like, why would you ever do that? B, like, don't you want me to succeed? So why are you doing that? And I'm speaking from experiences. I do see a pattern, and sometimes it's easier being alone than being around a group of people who secretly hates you just because you're genuine and you speak truth. The moment I stop forcing compatibility, or I stop reaching out, connections just fall apart. Like, nobody ever texts because I stopped texting. And then I realized the whole connection is so one-sided, and it just felt so pretentious the entire time. Like, why was I caring so much about the other person when they don't even care as much? Either that, I stopped reaching out, and they take probably longer than usual to realize that I became weirdly quiet, and then they start panicking. So it's either one of these two reactions that I get often. But honestly, this is a sign for you to stop forcing connection. Literally, stop wasting your precious energy and time onto somebody who cannot even see your worth, or who don't even like you enough to initiate something. Just stop doing that to yourself. Give yourself a tinge of respect, if you will, because that's what you've always promised yourself, but you've never been able to do it. And the last thing I need people to know is that distance is not about hate or dislike. It's more of like, I kind of know my part and where I stand in your life, so I'm just gonna walk out. I don't think people should overreact, if I were to walk out of their lives. And maybe you kind of deserve it. It's kind of tiring, to be on a receiving end and to be like, I've already told you about like my opinions and I need you to understand where I'm coming from, but you're still not getting it. And it's not that difficult. Like, you're so articulated in gossiping. Why aren't you proficient enough to listen to what I have to say? So I see that as an excuse in a way. So I kind of stop hanging around people who aren't self-aware in general. So it's not about hate, not about dislike. I don't really wish anybody anything. I just let things be, and I embraced I've outgrown people and that I like being alone these days. Is it weird to say that? Outgrowing people can be really fun and exciting. When I'm not around all these malicious people, I am able to start new projects and to put my energy into them without stressing out whatsoever. And all in all, like, that when one door closes, another one opens. Whenever I lose somebody, I gain somebody for sure. Because I know God wouldn't disappoint me like that. And so should you trust the process, believe in yourself, and don't be afraid of standing your ground. And sometimes speaking up for yourself is leaving in silence. Super cliche, but silence is the best response. With that, it's late, but you're not alone. Good night. I hope you sleep well.